pull my britches to my knees.
No, thank you.
Hola, and welcome to another all-new episode of...
I said it.
You did. Congratulations. You want a trophy?
You didn't say the second part.
What's the second part?
No, you gotta say it.
What's the second part? I don't know what it is.
Get
What is it?
real.
Oh, see, you said them both. So I'm going to edit all that out, and it's just going to be like you saying it both.
Get real.
Oh, how dare you. You said it both. You didn't even give me a chance.
Are you done with your hissy fit?
I'm Hot Toddy, that's Miss Pingrino, and we're back. We're back just a week later, exactly a week later from when we recorded the last one.
Yeah, this is the last one for a while.
You don't know that. For
Yeah.
Wicked, we did Wicked for good for last week, and now it's Anaconda!
It was Matt. Okay. All done. Good night.
No, we gotta do a little deeper dive into why it was meh. Come here a little bit. Hi.
I know.
No, yeah. So we saw Anaconda. This, of course, is it's an interesting film. I don't know what to call it. It's not a remake. It's not a sequel. It is a standalone. What if Anaconda, the movie, did exist in this universe, and then some group of people want to go
A reimagine.
do a reimagining or an actual reboot, kind of a very meta situation of like how movies are these days.
Yeah.
They wanted to go make a remake of it. Lo and behold, there's an actual giant anaconda that eats people in the Amazon.
Surprise, because it's the Amazon.
Well, well, you do know, and I hope everyone at home knows
Yes,
it.
I know.
There are no anacondas that actually do that. Anacondas are relatively not harmful at all to humans. If you crossed an anaconda in the wild, it probably wouldn't even pay any attention to you.
No, it still would.
How
It's
so?
just you could escape it.
It's not gonna eat you.
It'll still strangle you.
No, it won't.
Yes, it will.
Like a python will do that.
Snakes, if they're needing to protect themselves, will. They may not eat you, but they will harm you.
An anaconda. I'm gonna do some research, and we're gonna put it up here. I'm glad you or I learned us something.
You don't even know what we learned.
Well, right, because I haven't done the search yet, but I will.
A python can squeeze a human being.
So, Miss Pingrino, what did you think of Anaconda? I almost said Python, but that's a different movie. That's a bad movie.
I mean, it's okay, I guess.
You know,
I would have much rathered the crew that was in it just shoot a random movie
see, that's what
that had nothing to do with anything that was in the film.
there was a lot of bogging down in this movie. You know what I mean? There was a lot of bogged down. Everything got
So many
bogged
details.
down with so many details, and it got restless for a bit. See, yeah, like going into this movie, my thought process, as I'm sure many people were, was that, oh, these people, and see, I thought they were going to be like all down on their luck people. Like everybody was like just, you know, they're just like these people. They don't even have an excuse to make a movie. They're just like, what if we made a remake to Anaconda? And then they go and do it. No, you find out Jack Black's character has a you know, kind of a 9-to-5er doing
Wedding videos.
And he makes a damn good living at it. It's got a beautiful family.
B plus.
B plus life,
Life.
as he says in the movie, B plus life. The female lead in the movie, I'm sorry, I do not know her name. She's an actress. She's familiar, but I can't place her. This is her name. But anyway, she plays a freaking attorney. She finances the whole thing. And then there's Steve Zahn's character, Kenny. Was that his name? He's just kind of aloof, but
He's a little down on his luck because he got fired because you know, he can't get sober.
But he's friends with Jack Black, and it's like he kind of lives his life vicariously through him, and so his life is okay. But then the person who's really down on his luck is Paul Rudd's character.
Yeah.
He's an out-of-work actor who works at Lowe's full time. So
can't even do a commercial.
Sorry to all of our Lowe's employees who may be watching. You do a lot of hard work. But that's the setup to the film, and they made a stupid little kids movie when they were growing up, and they were like, let's make Anaconda. That's really the basis of the movie.
Pretty much, yeah.
But I thought that was going to be the premise, was they go make a movie. Was
Yeah.
down on their luck people go make a movie. No, it's like normal people deciding to go make a movie. Oh, there's a subplot. There's a B plot to the movie of a criminal on the run. And
Illegal gold mining.
yes, and
Criminal.
there is a twist in the movie as to
Yeah.
who the bad guys and good guys are in that. But yeah, so it just there's a topsy-turvy situation in the movie, and there's so much going on. There was a lot to a movie that could have been the simple plot of down on their luck guys go out to make a movie. Somehow they managed to get out to the Amazon. Like you don't even have to go into that. Like how did they get the money to go there? How did they get the equipment? They just go. They just do it. And then they run into
Let me see a little bit of how they get $9,000 something when they wanted 1.5 million.
Okay.
What does it cost to get this thing made?
$2.5 million.
We've approved a loan for up to $9,400.
Yes.
But that's neither here nor there because I don't really care.
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
care.
Going into this, I thought it would be a funny movie. Mm-hmm. With a little bit of drama.
Action.
Really?
I thought it was be more action.
Okay, still, whatever. Mostly comedy with a dash of other things.
Yeah.
And that was not the case.
No, it just...
There were some funny parts, some
Right.
very funny parts.
And we'll get to those. But but yeah, there was just all this crap going on, and it's
And
just...
I'm sorry, when I see Jack Black and Paul Rudd, I don't want to see an action movie. I don't want to see a drama.
It's weird because
I want to see a comedy.
in my brain, I was like, I see Jack Black and Paul Rudd. I want to see a little bit more. But no, I wanted to see a little bit less. I needed a little less in the movie because, it drug on because, there was just these constant. Then they got the whole, Paul Rudd, he's an out of work actor, but you find out at the beginning of the film, but somehow he got the rights to the movie Anaconda. Spoiler alert.
It's a lie.
Spoiler. It's a lie.
It's a lie. Which they should have known.
Yeah.
This was a lie.
Yeah, they should have known. They didn't ask to see a contract.
Nope.
They didn't. They just
Nope.
took his word for it, and they were like, "Let's uproot our lives
Let's
for a
do
few
this.
days. Let's spend thousands of dollars going out to the Amazon."
Let's risk our lives in the Amazon.
Because I mean, even if you're not aware that there's a giant a man-eating anaconda out there, it's still the freaking jungle.
Not African jungle or something.
Panthers.
Well, and Jack Black gets bitten by a poisonous.
I don't think it actually was poisonous.
Tarantula.
A spider.
It's look. Tarantulas got venom.
I mean, they do.
And
but
it
you're not gonna
hurts.
die from it.
Okay.
I mean, the point is that like they risk all of this without ever asking to see the paperwork. I don't care how good a
They
friend
don't
you
ask
are.
any questions.
No, it's no questions asked. Let's go do it.
It's just
Well, okay. Well, Jack Black's character does have a bit of hesitation. He doesn't
does.
want to go at first, but then he talks to his wife, and then instantly he's
because
in.
his wife's like, I've never seen you so happy. Oh, you're right. Okay, let's go.
Because this is an hour and a half movie. Thank God it was an hour and a half. We got to get moving here.
Yeah.
So yeah, but that's how it went. It's like
That's it.
and so they go, and maybe one or two people have died at this point. And then he's like, oh, by the way, I don't have the rights. Oh, they find out they don't have the rights because Hollywood passes by and they got
Saying
the
they're
rights.
going to film another one.
They're going to film a remake of Anaconda. And that's when you find out, oh, I don't have the rights. But
You don't have the rights?
Yeah.
No, at this point, like 5 people have died.
from the snake or by bullets.
From the snake or by bullets. She's gone. We think the other guy's gone.
Well, again, the original snake handler.
The snake handler, we think he's gone.
And then
So many people.
after you find that out, and after all this shit has gone down, Jack Black is still like, hey, why don't we go ahead and make the movie?
Yeah.
Let's keep
I
making
don't
the
care
movie.
If we have the rights, we're going to do it anyway.
And we don't care that people have died. Let's keep making the movie. And they do. They keep making the movie. It's the script is batshit crazy, and I mean, I guess I expected it to be somewhat batshit crazy because it's
Fascinating.
because it's a movie where Anaconda exists, but they're going to do a remake of it, and they're wildly inept and ill-prepared to actually do the movie.
Yeah.
And so there you go. That's the movie, and it's just there's a lot, and so there's just a lot of we have to do this to do that to get here to get there, and it gets old after a while. The snake handler brings on an actual anaconda, like a real anaconda in the sense of normalcy. It's like it's the giant long anaconda, but he's not a man-eating anaconda.
Yeah.
Which again, where it goes at that point is the snake escapes and everybody's freaked out.
Yeah.
Why?
What was the question?
Because my research has shown anacondas do not kill people. Just for safety. I was wrong. We have learned by Miss Pingrino's research that anacondas kill people.
Aha, gotcha there.
I wonder how far this will shove up.
Basically, they are terrified because a wild, no matter what wild animal, no matter how much it's trained, can always be a wild animal.
I guess. And okay, big damn snake. That's scary.
Big damn snake, that's scary.
But I mean, yeah, there was a lot of build up and a lot of it was a literal ramp up. It was a ramp up to it's getting better. It's getting better. Oh, there's these really hardcore funny moments, and then it just went downhill after that.
It didn't even fall down. It just ramped. Stop.
It did. It just stopped, didn't it?
No, you know what? I lie. You know what it ramped up to?
What was that?
Spoiler. Ice Cube coming in with a gun.
Well, okay. So you're getting a little ahead here, but yeah, we need to mention that.
That's where it ramped up to.
So, like we mentioned earlier, Hollywood passes by their boat that the crew is on, and you find out, oh, okay, Paul Rudd's character does not have the rights. In fact, Hollywood still has the rights. That's Sony, who actually did this movie as well, so it got very meta.
Yeah.
Sony has the rights to Anaconda. They're making it. So fast forward then, deeper in the movie, that giant man-eating anaconda has destroyed the boat. The Hollywood set destroyed the boat. Some of the crew members have been killed and eaten, and our main characters come across this site. And lo and behold, who's guarding the place? Ice Cube.
Ice Cube.
Because he was going to be in the remake, but he was also in the original film.
Yes.
So it was great to see him. I thought that was fun. And that's something I'm going to give praise to a movie like this. Because when you do a remake like this, well, when you do a remake in general, or you do a legacy sequel.
Nice to see the original.
Well, but sometimes that can just be chalked up to fan service. Oh, we got to have this person in the movie, Like in the Star Wars sequels that came out, over the last 10 years, it was like we have to have Luke Skywalker, we have to have Leia, we have to have Han Solo. It can't just be a new group of people doing a new thing. We got to bring all these people back, and the plot has to be very similar, even though it is a legacy sequel, very similar to the past movies. And that's what they would have done with Anaconda. If it had been like a legacy sequel, we need to reach out to the person who's an expert on this. Ice Cube,
Ice Cube.
It would have been something like that. This is a clever take on that, where they're making the movie. Ice Cube is still going to be in the remake, even though he was in the original film. That I have high praise for. But we got to talk about the two best scenes of the movie, which is kind of sad because the first best scene of the movie is when. Because they're making a movie, right? So they have to have an anaconda.
Yeah.
And the trainer is bringing the anaconda close to Paul Rudd's character's face for dramatic effect in the scene that they're making. And he freaks out and punches the anaconda off the boat, who then gets caught up in the propeller. and is ripped to shreds. And you find out before, a few scenes before this, like this snake saved the handler's life, give him a reason to live, and all of this, and it's sad but hilarious at the same time. That's dark humor. That's where my head goes. And then what I love about it is when the snake gets killed, they start playing the theme song of the original Anaconda as they're all going crazy and all this crazy stuff is happening. It's glorious.
They're sending him off for like a Viking funeral. That
was great. Do you want to mention the funniest scene of the movie?
Okay, the funniest scene of the movie, which, sad note, you do see in the trailers, or at least a portion of it.
We need to mention that.
Is when, Jack Black gets taken by the Anaconda. They think he's gone. They think he's dead. And then they stumble upon him. I think it's his body.
They still think he's dead.
They still think he's dead.
And he's laying there dead. It should be noted, he's laying there dead with the dead corpse of a wild boar and a squirrel.
No. The squirrel was not next to him.
The squirrel wasn't next to him? Okay.
It was just the wild boar.
Okay.
And so, they're crying and they're like, blah, blah, blah. To get to the boat, we have to cross this field.
Mm-hmm. Open field.
Well, we need a distraction. Mm-hmm. So poor Jack Black.
Jack Black.
My brain stopped.
Who am I? What am I?
Doug, I'm pretty sure was his name.
Yes.
They're going to use him as a distraction because, love him, but R.I.P. he's already gone. He would have wanted it this way.
That's what they say.
So they say. Mm-hmm. So they take his body and they decide to duct tape the wild boar to his head. And they sit him out in the middle of a field as a distraction for the Anaconda. To which Kenny also decides
Steve Zahn's character, yeah.
Snakes like squirrel meat, so we're going to. He found this randomly in the middle of the field. Shove a dead squirrel into Jack Black's mouth. And so they start walking away.
But lo and behold,
he's not dead. He was simply like paralyzed,
slight coma from what happened.
Trauma from what happened. Mm-hmm. And he wakes up, realizing he has a dead fucking squirrel in his mouth. And all you hear is, Doug, run!
And he just starts running.
Oh,
God,
to
so
which
funny.
He's got this wild boar taped to him. They have duct taped this motherfucker, so he cannot get it off. He's like, what is on me? And then all of a sudden, the wild boar comes back to life as well.
Nobody was dead.
In a coma. And so now Jack Black is not only trying to run from the Anaconda, he is trying to get this wild boar off of him who's deciding to bite him, which... poor quality, man.
It was not great. The quality.
Awful.
But you know what? I liked it because they did puppets. It was clearly like a puppet and not like CGI. Because let me tell you, I think the biggest thing that I hated about this movie was the CGI. It was the computer animated snakes in this movie. Even the regular Anaconda that dude had, and then of course the big monstrous Anaconda, they just looked fake as all get out. It looked horrible, and that's come to the question, like, how bad has CGI gotten over the years? Because it used to look fantastic. You think about Jurassic Park.
Has it gotten bad, or have we just gotten more knowledgeable of what to look for?
It's gotten bad. It looks bad. You think about Jurassic Park a little over 30 years ago, that T-Rex still, I mean, I know they had an animatronic one for the close-up shots, but even when it's running or moving and chasing people, it looks real. It looks really great. These snakes look like crap. It was horrible. And if you're gonna keep making movies with giant monsters in them, you gotta step up. You gotta step up the game a little bit because it's just looking awful.
Or maybe they did that on purpose.
No,
to make it funny.
No.
Okay.
No.
I tried.
You tried. I know that you like to find the good in everybody. That's not what this is.
I tried.
That's not what this is at all. It's bad. It's really bad. But no, that scene was great. But yeah, like you said, like a lot of the funny parts were in the trailer.
They do sometimes do this with comedies, especially normally. They put these really funny parts in the trailer to bring you in, to make you want to go see it, and then it's like, oh wait, I saw all the funny parts. The rest is just filler.
Well, as time goes on, it gets harder and harder to sell comedies. Comedies are just not making it, especially in the theaters anymore.
Yeah.
Now you can do a pretty good comedy like on a Netflix or a Hulu.
Which sucks, because I love comedies.
Right, but even then, a lot of the funny stuff's in the trailer, and so you just watch it and you're like, I watched it for that, you know? And
yeah.
That's kind of how this movie went. But now I will say the highlight of this movie is the chemistry between all the actors, because I love, I don't think I've ever seen Paul Rudd and Jack Black in a movie before. They seem like they should have. They seem like they should have been in movies before.
They should have been in so many.
But this is the first time, and they're great. And then the Steve Zahn and Jack Black dynamic is always great, because when we were kids, when we were middle school, Saving Silverman was one of my all-time favorite movies, still one of my favorite movies, and I loved their dynamic together. What was funny is that in Saving Silverman, they're both idiots, but like Steve Zahn's character was smarter, was definitely more like the level-headed one of the two, and Jack Black's character was the dumber one.
I'm hungry. We'll eat later. Can we go to Happy Burger? Yes, after the kidnapping.
I'm gonna get a chubby checker with
cheese.
And in this movie, the
Now
roles
we
are
flip.
reversed. Yeah, Jack Black's not even a dummy. He's actually a very intelligent man.
Yeah.
And Steve Zahn just a complete idiot. And that's another thing. It was great to see Steve Zahn. in
Well,
the
which
movie.
that was also kind of a disappointment to me. I like Jack Black when he's a little bit of an idiot.
Yeah.
And crazy, because to me, that is Jack Black. He is this crazy, off his rocker kind of guy, and I love that about him. And
I guess
he was more serious in this one.
Yeah.
And that makes me a little sad.
Well, he was the straight man to everybody's whack, like silly goose. He was the straight
But
man.
that's not who he is.
Right, and Paul Rudd is in the comic relief. He should have been the straight man. And that's the way it usually works in his movies. He's usually the straight man to the comic relief.
This gave me like Adam Sandler in Spanglish vibes.
I don't think I've ever seen that movie.
Basically, it's Adam Sandler in like a serious role.
No, I know the movie. I just never seen it. Yeah.
And it just takes this turn, and because you don't expect it from him. It's not that
Right.
he couldn't do it. It was a fine film.
Well, he went on to do a lot of dramatic roles. Punch Drunk Love. There was the one he did with Don Cheadle. I can't remember the name of it. And then he did Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems.
Right.
But he's done a lot of those types of movies, and it works for him. But Jack Black has never done a serious role before.
It worked for him. I like Adam Sandler in his comedic roles.
But a lot of people like him more in his serious roles, because the man is almost 60 years old, and him doing a shabba in the movie.
It's still hilarious.
It's not that funny anymore.
It is. Nope, it
When
is.
we were growing up, it
No.
was great. It's a little old now.
It's not.
And the fact that he takes on more commanding roles, it's something.
It's not old.
No.
But yeah. Oh, and of course we find out at the end of the movie that the very very tail end of the movie that the snake handler, he gets eaten and beaten around for
But he didn't die.
But he didn't die.
He didn't die.
Which is great.
Yeah. So he's still alive.
So that leads to the question though, Miss Pingrino, would you recommend Anaconda 2026
I mean,
or 25? I guess it came out Christmas Day.
In theaters, no.
Mm-hmm.
It's not worth your money. As a nice just like movie night to see it, yeah, probably.
At home.
Yeah, at home.
You got nothing to do.
Where it's on a streaming service that you already pay for.
I would say don't buy the physical media.
Yeah.
If you've watched any of our episodes before, you know that if I love a movie to Kingdom Come, I will still buy the physical
Buy all
media.
the things of it, yeah.
Well, I'll buy the physical media of it for sure, like a Blu-ray or 4K, whatever I can find. Mamma Mia, that's a spicy movie.
That's in poor taste.
But no, I will not be buying the physical media
No.
of this movie
No.
because it was fine once.
Yeah.
If I see it on TV, I might leave it on TV.
Yeah, if it's on in the background.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not gonna hurt.
It's not one that I hate, but it's definitely not one that I would want to see again. Like
No.
Wicked, I can't wait till Wicked comes out
Yeah,
on streaming.
I would like to sit ourselves down and watch both in succession. But,
and make
Ooh.
It makes Mr. Krabs watch it.
well, he doesn't do musicals.
Would
so
he
that
sit?
be
Would he
torture.
sit through them?
Maybe if he had some wacky.
What about Cookie?
Does she like musicals?
I think she does. I don't know.
She'd probably sit through it.
What about Miranda?
I think so.
What about Elliot?
No, Ellie won't sit through a commercial. So.
And that's Anaconda.
Rawr.